Starting this video, I must say all of you that I love Syria. I love its people. I hope there is always peace and prosperity in that country. With that out of the way, let's focus on today's topic. The Syrian civil war is one of the most complicated war in human history, considering sheer scale, factions fighting each other, and every single regional power interfering it for their own beneficial things. Last year, Bashar's party, which was dismantled, which was considerably filled with Alawites, and it actually gave a very huge blow to Iran because that was a very big proxy of them. And now, new party has emerged by Al Shara. Now, Al Shara, let's say, has very not very friendly past. Although he met Trump and apparently Trump also praised him. Now, Syria's latest regime has multiple factions in work who has also scary past. Uh, Forward to July 13th, a Druze merchant was kidnapped, and now for an eye for an eye tactic, Druze fighters also abducted and clashed with Syrian government. Now you may wonder who is Druze community. It's an extremely beautiful community with long history. It's also quite secretive. Their roots stretch all the way back to 11th century in Egypt. They number around 1 million. Now, Druze population is not only in Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan, but also Israel. They are also part of their army and intelligence. Also, Syrian areas of Druze community is also quite autonomous. Now, Israel said that it's protecting Druze community against extremist factions and has started bombing Damascus and other cities, targeting headquarters areas near presidential palace. Now, all of this has happened, and what does it actually mean? Now, for from the Druze community on the internet, it is praising the decision of Israel, and it's actually thankful for its help. The Syrian government is requesting all Druze fighters to surrender their weapons and finally get peace. But Druze community itself, it's a minority in all countries, especially in Syria, and they don't want to give up their arms. So now what's the conclusion of this? By this, diplomatic relations of Israel and Syria will definitely feel disturbed, as USA wants both countries to accept each other's, being that they have their own goals. Now what can happen? Well, there are three scenarios that can happen. Ceasefire can also happen. Israel stops airstrikes and Syrian forces withdraw, gives relatively peaceful time for all three factions. Number second is Syrian forces regroups and launches an assault on Druze areas, and thus escalating the situation and making the situation even more worse. There is third option, temporary autonomy of Druze areas, but can also lead to Kurds, Christians, and Alawites fragmenting Syria and starting a new civil war with new factions. Now, third one option quite is might for the current time is not very viable for the Syrian government, being because there are actually, as I said, Kurdish, Christian, and Alawites who are also fighting the Syrian government. So there is a huge chance that they can get fragmented, and all other factions get formed and disturbing the peace there. So let's see what can happen, and time tell what the next future holds. Thank you for watching.